The SCIS will take a look at several alternatives for a firing range complex. One of those alternatives is at the Northwest Field on Andersen Air Force Base. One of the graphs at the scoping meetings showed that the surface danger zone at the Northwest Field would extend onto the Retidian Wildlife Refuge. This property is owned and operated by U.S. Fish and Wildlife, who in turn allows for public access to the refuge. Ludovici confirmed during a press conference last week that this could affect some public access to the area. So why exactly is DoD looking at these alternatives for a firing range complex? Was it prompted by the Poggett lawsuit?
I'm going to tell you, no, it did not have an effect. I think what had more effect is when the governor said, I'm not going to allow you to affect the Poggett Cave and Poggett Village, and the Marine Corps went back and said, okay, how do we accomplish our training mission and still be able to fit on this footprint? And they did the probabilistic method. And then we said, well, we just changed the process we studied these. I'm going to continue to say that that's what caused us to study the alternative.
Nevertheless, this has resulted in the military taking a closer look at alternative sites for a firing range complex, sites which include areas on the Naval Magazine, areas on NICTAMS, and on Andersen Air Force Base. The most important factor for DoD when looking at these alternatives is the military's mission.
So we're going to get down to the ones that first meet the military mission. So if some of them don't meet the military mission, and second, if there's conflicts that just won't work at all from the airspace or from the environmental thing, from threatened and endangered species, they start to drop off. And the ones that float to the top are the ones that primarily meet the mission and have the least impact, environmentally, infrastructure-wise, etc.
Part of the reason for the supplemental EIS is the scaled-down version of the buildup. Originally, 8,000 Marines were to be stationed on Guam with an additional 2,000 rotational ones. This number has been brought down to about 5,000 Marines. Ludovici is confident that DoD will be able to accomplish this second effort at placing a Marine component on Guam.
We are going to have some challenges, and I don't want to understate, as we look at this on Guam, we're going to have a number of issues that we're going to talk about through these scoping meetings. Traffic, environmental, cultural issues, we're going to continue to have to address. It's not going to be an easy fix. No, I mean, every one of them are going to have their challenges, particularly on the firing ranges.